Welcome, CNG 124. Just got done reading the discussions for last week. Um, and I would agree that learning a different form of math, it does come easy for some. It does take work for others, simply just because it's a new method of basically counting. Um, Using base 2 and base 16. But once you understand it, it goes relatively quickly, even if you have to practice at it. Um, Here is a good practice method is if you use all 8 of your fingers, um, you can count binary 255, 0 to 255. And if you're waiting somewhere, just give yourself a number and then figure it out on your hands. Remember that a bent finger would be off, while an extended finger would be on, and you would count that digit. Another way to practice binary, kind of when you're just hanging out, waiting for something, because the easier it is for you, the lot quicker you're going to be when you start to see conversions coming up with numbers. Pay attention now because we'll actually start to see a lot of the same numbers that happen when we get to IP addresses. The homework looked good, the lab. I did leave you feedback if you missed something. Make sure to pay attention to that feedback. If the first 2 weeks, I will let a lot slide, but when it comes to the third week, that's when I start putting in zeros. If you're missing something that I'm looking for specifically, I will definitely won't hesitate to mark that as a 0. So this week we are finding the physical address or the flat address or the MAC address of your computer. Um, this is used a lot. Every device has a MAC. Every IoT device, computer device has a MAC address, and that's how it's able to be found um, in the local area network, the LAN. And that's really how it communicates when you're talking through LAN communication. Um, Oops, I'll take those out of there. Um, so your homework should be good, and everything should be working this week. If you missed a quiz, make sure to go back and take those quizzes, because I did see that quite prevalent at this time. In all my classes, you're allowed to get the grade that you want, so make sure if you're missing an item, you go back and complete that item. Have a good week, and I'll check in with you if I have to this weekend.